Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to BroomstickFairy, to the new ones, to the old ones. Howdy my peeps. And it's, why was I going to say March though? It's July. It's July. And this is your monthly love read. But if some other stuff oozes in there, then just accept it. Alright, Archers. This reading seems a bit emotional, or a little bit, maybe a little bit less out of me, maybe a little bit out of your element, Sagittarius. You've got the Sun card in reverse, and then you've got the Eight of Water in reverse as well. So I feel like what this is saying to mine is that there's some blockage and conflict and stagnation. Maybe some arguments going on, or some underhanded business, and you may be questioning who you can trust, or you're giving people the reason to feel this way about you. There may be a huge focus on altering your life and a renewal of some sort, but you may cling to the past in some way, in some form. Because this could be in the past, like not wanting to move on, because the Eight of Water upright means getting the hell on with your life, or moving on and going to find that ninth cup. But in reverse, it's like something stopping you from doing that, or you just feel blocked, or you just can't get somebody out of your system or out of your mind, or you're attached to someone maybe because of a child, or just because this can represent children, or it can just represent a lower level of optimism and not really in an optimistic state, and kind of feeling a little bit depleted and sad, and loss of hope, and may even feel physically depleted. There may be a huge focus on like renewal of some sort, but you may cling to the past or a particular person. And maybe because children were involved, or you may feel like you're not yourself because you are out of contact with someone you knew in your childhood. And for some of you, those of you who are everything's all good in the hood, this could just mean that your travel plans are delayed. Like, so if you have a relationship and everything's okay, this could just mean like maybe you was traveling to see a lover, or maybe to go on a trip with a lover, but it has been postponed, or there's a delay, or there's doom and gloom once you do get to your destination. I feel like I'm supposed to say something else, but I don't want to keep going. Or just feeling like a loss of hope, or you may be feeling a loss of hope in a relationship, but unable to move on for some reason because you're attached some way or the other. And Spirit is advising you. You've got the Nine of Fire here, and then you've got the Torment card. I don't know why I instantly just got a flashback to when I like first started doing these readings. I was so nervous. I don't even know why I just got that. I don't know, maybe that's of some use to some of you guys. Maybe some, because yeah, this reading I feel like when oh my gosh, when I further elaborate and get onto the reading, it's like it speaks a lot about like spiritual things, and like going within, and maybe spiritual retreats, and being more in touch with your emotions, or being more in tune with spirit. I mean, yes, Sagittarius is in tune with spirit, but it's, you guys are more so on tune with spirit, not in a like a emotional kind of attachment kind of way, or not really like, I don't know, let me shut up. Anywho, we've got the Nine of Fire here, which is indicating inner strength, and then you got the Torment card, which is the brother or the sister to the Devil card in the traditional decks. I feel like Spirit is advising you to hold firm and to stand your ground, but don't be too defensive. I feel like you may be trying to justify why you feel the way you do or defend your attachment, no matter, because the torment or the devil card is all about attachments, unhealthy bondages, self-limited beliefs, and obsessions and stuff like that. So, and then this card is kind of like a defense card, or like sending you into ground. So together, it's like kind of speaks for itself and straightforward that Spirit. But with this falling in your advice sector, it may be saying Spirit may be telling you to do this, but in a moderate way, or it could be telling you that if you are doing too much of this, then stop. You may feel like you have a valid reason and maybe feeling totally helpless to this person or to this scenario, because I definitely feel like this is like a karmic situation as well, because you've got the Daughter of Fire in reverse, and then you've got the Death card in reverse and the Emperor. And to me, these cards can mean like kind of karmic ties. The outcome for this line here, you've got this depletion card, or the Seven of Earth in reverse, and then you've got the Six of Air upright, or the Six of Swords upright. Now, with these two, I feel like they're saying to get in that boat and sail away to greener pastures, because in a traditional deck, it's like a boat with moving on to like greener pastures or calmer waters, and just wanting clarity and to clear the air and to like woosah kind of energy. Because there is no point in crying over spilled milk, over things that you was waiting for, something that you planted your seeds, waiting for things to blossom, but they never fully blossomed, so it became like wishful thinking. So you may be leaving one person behind, but I feel like you may be leaving this person behind emotionally, not physically, and going on a next person while still attached to the other of some sort. So some of you may be attached, may have a partner, but may be attached to someone else, and maybe even going to visit this other person, because you may feel like there's something missing in the relationship that you have. Or if that's not the case, for some of you, you may just be leaving this person or this situation behind completely and just moving on to somebody else. But I feel like this may cause like an unhealthy level of competition if you are playing that kind of like one foot in this and then one foot in another game. Because you've got the Daughter of Fire in reverse, or the Page of Fire in reverse. Upright, she's in tune with Spirit. She's taking action. She's on the go. She's doing what she needs to do. She's passionate. She's driven. She's listening to her intuition, following the voice of Spirit, literally connected to Spirit, and doing creative endeavors and stuff like that. But in reverse, I feel like there's unnecessary drama to this highly karmic situation that is a reoccurring thing, and you're trying to get through to each other on unhealthy terms. I feel like you really need to go on a vacation or retreat, and not for work-wise, but more relaxing and engaging in earthly, like spiritual mind, body, and soul class. Pamper your body so that your inner is matching your outer. Get back to connect to your spirit, because we know you guys are very like listen to your body, pamper your body, because the Mother of Earth is all about like the body, because she's tangible. She's an Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Okay, she's very motherly, very nurturing. She mothers herself and she mothers others. She's good with like yoga and stuff like that, and good with mind, body, and soul things. But in reverse, I feel like it's saying like maybe need to either get finances in order or get more stable, or to look after your body before you stretch yourself too thin, or look after your health, your we know as Sagittarius, you guys are very prosperous and very much archers when it comes to your worldly success. But I really feel like going within is needed right now. Okay, some of you, you've got the Six of Cups, you've got the Ten of Water in reverse, and then you've got fulfillment. I mean, no, that is fulfillment in reverse. And then you've got the Seven of Swords or the Seven of Air in this one. Okay, what this is saying is you may be spying or sneaking up on a past love or just harboring this secret feelings for a past love, because the Six of Cups speaks of like children or the past or your childhood or delays of some sort. And then paired with the Ten of Cups in reverse is like a dream that didn't come true, or like you had this perfect vision in your head but it was not fulfilled and you're feeling kind of a little bit incomplete. So you may feel a little bit incomplete without this person. It may have gave you a certain sense of security or opened you up to a new realm or new world. And you may have been attached to this person from childhood, or it could just be someone that is just in your past. But with this Seven of Air here, which is like the sneaky card or the theft card or the hidden desires or hidden feelings or ulterior motives, you guys may be sneaking up on a past love because you may feel like you want to get back in contact with them but don't know how to reach out. Definitely feel like you're feeling like you're at a loss and like your life is lacking without them, even if it's just momentarily. They may have filled you with something that was irreplaceable. And then for others of you, this can almost mean an unexpected pregnancy that wasn't planned. Or you may be hiding a pregnancy, or someone may be hiding a pregnancy from you. And if you are attached to someone because of a child, I feel like the advice is to basically just to take care of the children. Because you've got Daughter of Air and Daughter of Earth here. The Daughter of Earth has showed up in reverse. So the pages can be messages or they can be children. Alright? So if this is children that is keeping you bonded to a certain person, I basically feel like it's saying to take care of the children and don't use the children as a pawn. Some of you may actually decide to get an abortion. Because the Daughter of Air, the Page of Swords and the other tarot card decks have swords, and the swords I feel like is very important for depicting things that are like cutting or surgery or legalities or courts, dates and stuff like that. Okay, and then the Daughter of Earth, which is about mind, which is about body and like tangible things, which is the Daughter in reverse. Page of Earth in reverse can mean a few different things. Oh my god, why do I feel so? Yeah, I don't know if this is Sagittarius energy or what, but yeah, it makes sense. Well, for the people who this reading is for, and lads, keep in mind this is general. Please don't take it too hard if this doesn't gel with you. There's other tarot readers on here that may be with you this month, and I may be with you next month. So yeah, I'm feeling really clouded, Sagittarius. When I'm doing this reading, I feel like that's how you guys are feeling right now. I'm definitely feeling out of your element. And I know I don't want to label this feeling a little bit out of your element because I did that before for the Sagittarius, but I feel like you guys may be feeling a little bit out of your element right now. Or the people who this reading is for. Maybe even not even Sagittarius sun. I may be talking to a Sagittarius moon right now, who may have their sun in another area. But anyways, goodness grief. Back on track. Forgive me, Sag. I love you. Okay, so if you decide to get an abortion, or you may receive some news about an injury of a child, but listen to your spirit now, because if what grows inside you, if you are a woman, could be actually a pregnancy, and for the man, if there isn't a children here, then, and for the man, then whatever's growing inside you, like whatever new ideas you have and things of that sort, or whatever things you want to put into fruition, then don't ignore it. Because this can actually mean a physical pregnancy, and like I said, this can actually mean a physical pregnancy, and because it's in reverse, it may be unexpected, or you may want to actually cut like cut out this pregnancy and get an abortion for some of you. Or some of you who are the fathers, you may want the mother to do this because you may not want any more children right now, or any children at all if you don't have any. You may feel like you're still in your prime, and you may feel like you're still young and you don't want to, you're not ready kind of to be a father yet. If there aren't any children here, then I feel like the message here is saying to don't attack each other or judge one another because of your different values or spiritual beliefs or the way that you guys have maybe grown in different directions. Be smooth in the way you communicate. Don't be bicker and argue or cause conflict in any way. Because the daughter of air can be like kind of bitchy or like very rude and snobbish or sneaky or controversial or aggressive in the approach. Or the message could be for some of you that don't be too scared to cut ties and to let go and leave the nest. Because the page of Earth is also about leaving the nest and taking steps and tangible results to grow and to like nurture things that you love and to bring it to fruition. Turning thoughts into realities, into making it tangible things such as business or going to school or doing a class that brings out a side of you that is actually tangible and practical and workable and helps to ground you. So do things that help to ground you. And some of you might feel like you need to get back in contact with and ask to get a creative project off the ground. You could have been a great team while working together. I mean, what's her face? Nicki Minaj is a Sagittarius, I believe, and wasn't everybody saying her Safari Safari was riding over her line? Who else is a celebrity that's a Sag that we could do some sort of reference? Let me just leave it at that. Okay, and then you've got the transformation card as well in reverse, and then you've got the integration card upright. I feel like even though you know you need to renew, you're reluctant and hesitant to just change for some sort of reason because you've got this death card in reverse. Normally death card and transformation upright means like it's positive. It doesn't necessarily mean a physical death. Well, for some of you, you may actually be, let me think first before I say that. Some of you may, I'm looking at the cards now that the message came in, some of you may receive a message about a death in the family, and you may literally want to go inside and retreat inside and go inside and deal with all your feelings internally because of this this news that you have received. And I'm so sorry for those of you who actually do hear this. Maybe let's hope I'm wrong or something. And also because you've got the death card here. The death doesn't always mean death. Now let's get that straight. It means like transformation, which it blatantly says underneath her. But I'm just looking at the period of the cards now. You got the grandfather underneath here, and then you've got negative air in reverse, and then you've got the torment card here, and then you've got the sun card. So maybe you have to travel back home and you don't want to, or travel back home because of bad news. And then maybe this is also a movement about traveling and traveling back home for some of you. So your love may be focused on a family member that may possibly be deceased, and then this is causing you to go within and kind of you want to go and retreat by yourself, but you don't really want to talk to anybody right now. So that's the message for some of you. Now back to the message that I originally thought before that just popped in. I feel like you're hesitant to change because this death card is in reverse, and that means like a stagnation and a block. So there's definitely some sort of stagnation and a block. Oh my days, I feel so low. I hope you guys don't feel like this month, Sage. It's July, it's like the middle of the summer. I don't know what's going on. So all this is stagnation, blocked energy, refusal to move on, keeping ties to the past, and maybe you don't want to let go of someone that is a prominent member in your family member, but it's a painstaking process to do so, and it may put a damper on your joy because this person may be gone. Let's not further elaborate on that. Let's keep going. But rebirth is calling, whether you want to change or not. A new way of life or a new way is calling. So I feel like it kind of, those of you who back to the relationship message, not let alone family, because there's a love reading. Well, it could be love for family, but yeah. I feel like you're kind of scared of who you are without this person, of how you will hold up, as you may have been dependent on them for so long, or there's a fear of really doing some soul searching, maybe you to find out why you can't let this person go, or you may be scared to be alone, or scared to do things all on your own, or scared to elevate. And I say this because this card focuses a lot on internalness and alchemical processes, and being confident in strengthening the masculine and the feminine, being confident with being in tune with your emotions, and also being able to be a masculine figure at the same time. I don't know, I'm feeling very emotional. I don't know, I really hope that that's not the message for a lot of you Sagittarius that may be dealing with a loss. Back to relationship messages, you may be scared to elevate or fearful of your own reputation without this person. This person may have been your gateway to spiritual quest and open up certain realms or doors for you. Or the presence of these two cards could mean that this alchemical process continues to reappear in your life, and it's a constant cycle. And I feel like this is telling you to use social butterflies to please take a break from please take a break and have time to retreat and reconnect with who you are and who you are becoming, or who your soul wants you to become. And for those of you who may have to travel back for parties or gatherings, and I say parties in quotations, with family members, because the cards that are representing parties here is coming up. A lot of the stuff is coming up in reverse, so there may be not so good celebrations if you are doing a lot of celebrations. But I feel like even if you guys are around a lot of people this month, I feel like you're gonna feel alone, or you're gonna just you're gonna be there but you're not there. Your thoughts and your essence is gonna be somewhere totally different. I feel really sad right now. I don't know. I always can say I don't know. I hope I'm wrong, but then it's gonna be like, well, what kind of shit tarot reader would you be, you know? But then it's like, I don't want to wish death on no one. But these cards is figuring prominently now to me. Or there's a loss or a breakup of some sort. If there's not a death, there's a breakup, or you're scared of a breakup, or you're scared of letting someone go. If there's not a family member, it's someone who feels like family, because it's like a karmic relationship. 24 minutes! Oh my gosh, I'm talking too much. I'm so sorry. Okay. The advice, I feel like you've got the grandfather here, and then you've got the 10 of air, and negative thinking in reverse. So I feel like this is saying to get in touch with your masculine and feminine, and stop thinking of reasons on why you shouldn't. Release the negative thinking. There's 9 of air reversed. And release the thought of feeling like you don't matter, or that you are inadequate to someone, or if someone feels that way about you. Especially if someone is crossed over. Maybe you want to get in contact with someone who's crossed over and think about mediumship of some sort. Become the dad you never had, or if your daddy was very prominent force in your life, speak to him about your situations or burdens, or seek the help of an older, wiser loved one. Okay, now let's get the oracle message for you guys. What is the message in this reading for Sagittarius Spirit? What is the message in this reading for Sagittarius Spirit? What is the message? I think there's too many cards. What is the message in this reading for Sagittarius Spirit? All these cards is going to come out. Religious factors. Your love life is being influenced by your religious and spiritual upbringing. And also this has to do a lot with family as well. So, yeah. So like I said earlier, don't attack people's belief systems. That's actually the perfect card to come out for this. Okay? And then retreat was also on the top, and I was telling you to retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. I definitely strongly feel that way for you guys. Definitely. So maybe we need to go on a religious retreat. Maybe that's why this is coming up. Or a sacred retreat or a spiritual retreat for some of you. And do something different. And step outside of your comfort zone. What is the message in this reading for Sagittarius Spirit? What is the message in this reading for Sagittarius? What is the message in this reading for Sagittarius? Truth be told in reverse. Flexible in reverse. Truth be told in reverse. Number 14. That's my number. Where are you being dishonest with yourself and others? This is the card in reverse, but I guess I'm reading in reverse, but I guess I could show you the picture upright. If you're unhappy in any area of your life, look for signs of denial. This can also pertain to others being misleading or withholding or acting from hidden agendas. Now is the time to say no to dishonesty in all forms. Act for the truth, even if you don't like what you hear. Acknowledging it will be key to a beautiful new future, where you no longer labor under the heavy burdens that deceit and denial impose on you. Set yourself free. Nothing less than the truth is required now. And then you've got flexible. The protection message, because it came up in reverse, is when you or someone else becomes too rigid, you lose the access to growth and untapped potential. You find yourself in an us versus them scenario. Loosen up, open your mind and heart, and see if a more flexible approach feels better. Rigidity will set you up for a fight where there are only losers and no winners. Could you find a way to bring about a result that is mutually beneficial? Meet in the middle. Spirit makes a great mediator. And then a crystal for you guys this month. Crystal for Sagittarius, July. Give me a crystal for Sagittarius. Give me a crystal for Sagittarius. Is it this or not? Sagittarius. Crystal. How many damn things is in this thing? Because I feel like it gives me the same damn... Okay, Sag, you've got... Purpurite, the curse clearer. Extremely effective for psychic and oral protection. Purpurite grounds high frequency energy, harmonizing the physical body to a new vibration. It helps you to break away from self-destructive or self-limiting behavior, energizing the physical and mental bodies. It overcomes tiredness, apathy, and despondency. Self-understanding. Old habits and patterns, including those inherited from ancestors, may keep you mirrored in the past. Subtle energetics of ancient curses or ill wishing could be affecting you. These may be personal or passed down through the family line. You may be open to mental influence from others. Divination is be open to new paths, new ways to heal. Yep, like I think you need to retreat, protect yourself appropriately, but do not be overly defensive. Like I said earlier, don't be overly defensive. Check out whether you have inadvertently offended anyone. If so, make a reparation where possible. If not, send unconditional love and forgiveness without needing to know why or where. The healing insight, the past creates the present, but the past can be repaired and the present healed. The frequency is earthy, the chakra is past life, soul star, and stellar gateway. And now, these cards have no meaning, Sag. Whatever intuitively comes to your heart and soul and gut is the message for you. What you feel like this means to you, Sag. Let me know in the comments below. And then also you've got this one. Thank you so much for reading. So far you guys have been the longest. I'm sorry for blabbing on. I hope you have a peaceful, spiritual, retreatful, soul searching. So I hope you find answers, or I hope you just get more in tune and connect with your inner self and that you love it and appreciate it. Peace, Ed.